bitches! Hello, my hellions! Alrighty, today, welcome to, again, another Warframe build, a weapons build. Today we're going to be looking at the wonderful Javlok, which is a Grineer Javelin. If you remember in the past, we did a Ferox, or as I like to call it, the Electric Dildo of Doom, which basically the Corpus version of this. And the Javlok is basically a an explosive shotgun or an explosive rifle, and then you could, just like the Ferox, you could also throw it. We'll go over the build. This has two modes where you can shoot a couple of shots as a clip of 6, and then you can also throw the thing. So let's actually look into the mods. And before we do, I will say that one, if you do not have the Prime mods that I use, feel free to use its normal counterpart instead of the primed mods, or anything you like, really. But if you want to follow this build specifically, use the normal mods. The other thing is, I do not use Riven mods in these builds, but later at the end of this video, I will tell you what stats would probably be best for this. If were you to get a Riven for this, but the reason why I don't use Rivens is because they are way too random to be a reliable source in a build. Just no more than using what stats to really get would be best. Because say if I got a Javlok Riven that did really, really good, but it'd be almost impossible for any of you to get the exact same stats or even more because of how random Riven rerolls are. So let's get into it. This is a critical based slash status based weapon. This can go either way, but I've always favored critical over status, in all honesty. But it's always good to have a mix of both. So we're going to have Point Strike and Vital Sense for the critical. We're going to have Stormbringer, Infected Clip as some elemental damage. This already has um, some innate blast damage, or innate heat damage, excuse me. It already has innate heat damage. Like, it already comes with it. So we're going to throw in some cryo rounds, prime cryo rounds, to make it into blast. And the Stormbringer and the Infected gives us corrosive. So already we got like two different sub elements. This is already going to start kicking ass. Split chamber is mandatory because it will make you fire off more rounds without actually using that many rounds. Heavy caliber and serration is damage. Lowers a little bit of the accuracy, so you kind of want to get a little zoomed up in them. Um, but this kind of turns it into like a mid to short range weapon, but it is very, very useful for the damage. So that is the build. It is a 5-former build. So um, there it is. And then, like I said before, it has a charge shot, which is its normal primary, and then as a secondary, you throw the damn thing. So we're already here in the simulacrum, or simulacrum, whatever the hell it's called, which I'll explain how to get to this in one of the How to Warframe guides, if you're following that series. But we'll show how it's fired. It's a charged shot. Accuracy is a little off because of the corrupted mod on, but it will pack a punch. Now, you can technically turn this into a long range. It's a little inaccurate, but like I said, if you got a Riven mod and you want to turn this into a long range weapon, get like damage and zoom and then like crit chance or something like that. I don't know. But here's it only has a clip of 6, and you can throw the damn thing, and it does a good AoE explosion. The only problem is that you will either have to wait a good while, or you have to go get it, because if you throw it and you don't go get it, or it ends up landing somewhere where you can't get it, you'll have to wait a while and deal with your secondaries, uh, like a good long while before it returns to you normally. It'll return to you, but only after like a long wait. Come on. Yep, there it goes. About a 10-second wait. So, and the thing is that the throw that you do, it has quite a bit of damage, but the more ammunition you have in the magazine left, like if I have a full clip, it's going like right now 6. I will do more damage for every round in the magazine than it. Like if I got it all the way down to say 1 and then threw it, okay, it'll do decent damage, but not nearly as much as if I had thrown it normal. Now, if you throw it just like random and you don't do like a charge throw, it won't go as far and it'll have like a delayed hit. So if I throw it all the way, it's a damage, it's an explosion on impact. The other thing to note, and this is highly, highly worth knowing, it is self-damaging. Ow! I killed myself. Ow. That slightly hurt. So a couple of shots, it'll kill you, but don't get near it. If you got like a bunch of enemies around you, bullet jump in the air, or not that, damn it. Bullet jump into the air and throw it if I can get the controls right here. Boop! There you go. See, I didn't take any damage if I bullet jump up. Why is my character doing that? Glitchimus Prime for some reason. Alrighty. Anyway, alright, so let's actually check this. This has no innate damage of the 3 basic elements, or the 3 basic damage types. Impact, puncture, and slash. Rather, this is like pure elemental. So, we're going to first try it against the Corpus. I'm going to have the AI level down to, say, 100. Simulate. And we'll see what we can do here. These guys are your basic usual units you'll come across. See what we can do here. For some reason, my character is glitched. I'm throwing my javelin every time. Okay, so around 100 for the Corpus, Eximuses are kind of... Now, if I throw it, it does good damage. But then I have to go... Does that. Alright, so headshots work. Long shots kind of ineffective. Those were Eximuses. Let's see what we can do against these guys. Ouch. Okay, well that was a throwing technique. Throwing it seems to do pretty decent damage. I get it again. Reload. Let's see what we can do with normal shots. Does pretty decent. Headshots do decent. Excellent. Let's actually see what we can do with our Rhino Roar. See what we can do with that. Against the MOAs. Oh, beautiful. One shot these guys. Let's see what we can do with a throw shot. Reload it so we can get maximum damage. Almost. Almost one shots them. Now, the shots themselves are explosives, but they do not have any AoE damage. Only the throwing of the javelin does. So we can do against Grania. Arid Lancer. Let's do some heavy gunner Eximuses. Throw in some butchers, because they're always relatively common. And we'll throw in some shotgunners. Some troopers. Level 100. Now, I'm starting them at 100 rather than 150 because this javelin has a decent amount of damage. This is one of those weapons that would really do a lot better if you had a ribbon on it. Let's see what we can do. Normal shots. Oh, yeah. We're doing good. The Corpus will be something that this weapon is going to have a problem dealing with. The Grenier, not so much. Let's see what we can do with these guys. Let's throw the sucker. Boom! Cadoodles. That took about half their health. Not too bad. Let's see if I can get a direct hit on these bitches. See what that happens. Did I not? Did I miss? This is the glitchiest weapon build I think I've ever done. Okay, let's try that again. Round 2. There you go. Okay, so direct hit does very decent. Well, it went right through him again. Okay, so it's probably best to hit the ground with these things rather than get direct hits. We'll try one more time, go to the head. And I killed myself. Did I mention you could put Firestorm on this? God dang it. Okay, let's get a... There you go. Okay, so Xmas, these things don't really like too well. Oh, so it does have a little bit of AoE. Okay, I was wrong. The AoE on the primary shots are actually really small. That's why I thought I didn't. For fuck's sake. Get rid of that. Get rid of you. And okay, that's a thing. There we go. All right, so the heavy gunners, so I'd say right around level 100 would be this weapon's fall off point. This weapon does get more damage on its throw if you have more rounds in the magazine. We'll actually just go ahead and skip to the part where we kill the infestation, see how we do against them. Let's clear them out. Let's go to the infestation. We'll check in some healer Xmas. Those are always really easy to kill, but yet they make everything else such a pain in the ass to bring down. Let's bring down some of those. Let's chuck in some crawlers, and let's put in some walkers or some leapers. See what we can do with that. Oh, what? Can I not? Oh, you can only put in 15 of these guys? Oh, that sucks. That's ass. That is actual ass. Okay. Ancients. See what we can do here. So fairly decent. The AoE makes it really good against crowds. Let's see what we can do when we throw the damn thing. God dang it, it went through the frickin' floor! What the hell? I think they got some bugs. This is some bullshit. Okay. There we go. Oh, knocked him on his ass. Okay, so against infestation doesn't do half bad. I'm sure bladed rounds would actually do really good in this build. Somewhere in there. But I don't know exactly what really would be good to replace. It's always the heavy gunners that give it the most problems. And me the most problems for some reason. I keep trying to get so close and I keep forgetting this thing has self-damage. And there went my fucking... Alrighty then. Alright, so heavy gunners, this thing is not the greatest. This is definitely an easy early to mid-game weapon. So right around level 100s, it really kind of gives you issues. I find it as a very fun weapon. It's very good because it also gives you self-damage, which could potentially go into some builds for your Warframe that require self-damage. So we'll just say that's good. The Javlok, if you were to get a Riven for this, I would actually recommend damage, multi-shot, and actually clip size for this. Like, I'm talking big clip size on your Riven. The reason why I say clip size is because 6 in a clip really is not that big. And a lot of this thing's damage is based upon how big the magazine is, the magazine, how many rounds you got. And if you only got like 6 shots, you really need more shots. Otherwise, you're going to be reloading. The only nice thing about it is that the reload is fairly decent. It's like a second and a half. For something like this, that's actually moderately decent. If you get swarmed, it's really good to keep your distance from your enemies when using this. If you get swarmed, it's best to jump up, aim down, throw it. Keep a charge throw. You'll trust me. What the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa! I have no control. I have no control over my fucking character. Okay, this is officially the glitchiest fucking video of builds that I have done. Jeez. All right. Anyway, now the Riven, you could actually make it a couple of different ways. If you want to make this into more of a long shot kind of weapon, like a sniper, you can get a Riven that takes that gets rid of the corrupted mod, heavy caliber. Make sure that it does more damage than heavy caliber. Keep the accuracy. Have it do multi-shot and zoom, and have the negative on reload. If you want just straight out, just ballistic artillery, mid to close range, you will want to get damage, multi-shot, and rounds. Increase clip size. Yeah, clip size. Make sure it doesn't increase your maximum ammo. You want clip size, and have the negative on, say, like either zoom or reload, one of the two. But yeah, this javelin is basically a an explosive boomstick in your hand. It is basically machine artillery, a tank busting artillery in your hand in form of a bow staff. So that's a thing. Um, yeah. Let's hopefully you all can make something more of it. Late game, this is not its best. It really does need a Riven to get it to make it to get you up to past level 100 enemies. Once you get to level 100 enemies, this thing kind of falls off. So that's the thing. In any case, I'm gonna leave this one here. Like I said, my builds are not the bestest, the goddest of tiers. Um, but I put them out here for you all to use as a baseline to augment to however you like, or for all of you to follow if you don't know exactly what to build on these weapons. So, but anyway, thank everybody for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell so you will be notified when more glorious builds will be coming out soon. Hopefully. In any case, I'm going to leave this one here. And I do hope to see all of you in the next one. See ya!